Hello Marie, it's York here. I just thought I'd give you a quick overview of what RavenOnline can do now. What I've done is I've gone to the demo site here, and at the demo site you can log in with Ernest. Doesn't matter what password. In the real site you also need an RSA token code, so it's really quite secure. Once you've logged in, what any client would see here are accounts that they are holding with, be it PacNet checks, or in your case Accurate, and the balances that are available. The upload button allows them to upload a file of payments so they can do multiples at once. And we've got a message area here if there's any messages you want to put out to them. If you drill into an account, what you will see here is some balance information, an amount of holdback if you're keeping holdbacks, and a line for each day on which there's activity on the account. We can drill into one of these, and what it'll show you is activity against their account. In this case, because I'm modeling credit card payments here, these are credit card files coming in and commission charges being paid on those accounts. You can generate a PDF of the account if a client wants to do that for their own purposes, and you see that here. Going back to the statement view, if I drill into the third one, I think it has some other items. Yeah, you can see there's a check issue file here, Australian checks being issued with the exchange rate that was paid. One last thing is if someone wants to get an aggregate across multiple days, you can simply search for the appropriate date range here and then select this aggregate button here, and it will show them a statement that aggregates all activity across that date range. All right, checking my script. The next thing I want to show you is how some of the payments work. I'm looking at the credit card one, which may not be as much interest to you, but they're all very similar. The batch search here allows you to search for batches of items they've submitted, and you can drill into these. I think I was supposed to drill into the second batch, second payment. There we go. I don't know why I had selected this one, but you can see the various details here of the payment. Going to the per payment search here, I think there's a payment with reference number A055. There isn't. Let me just search for all payments across the date range. So here we see searching for all payments across the date range and the various payments that have occurred. Down the side here you see their statuses. One thing you can say, here's a repeat declined payment. That's interesting. Why is that happening? We can then search by card number, for example, copying that. And indeed, this card seems to be bad. Now, imagining a scenario where the customer has phoned up and given you a new card number, one thing I can do is hit this repeat button here, which will repeat any particular payment, filling in the data from before, and you could then fill in a new card number and process that payment. In this case, it's still going to be declined because I didn't change the card number. I think 01 would give me a card number that would be successful. No, that gives me an invalid one. Let's just go back and look at some payments that are successful so I can find a good card number. Here's one that's been approved. So, for example, I can repeat that one simply by pushing process here, and that then repeats that payment. The EFT area may be of more interest to you. Looking at the payments here, the batches are very similar. There's not much point. You can see the various kinds of payments here. These are UK CHAPS payments. There's some wire credits going out in US dollars. Again, we can repeat any particular one. And of course, this is not your staff doing this. This is your clients doing this themselves directly. We process that, and that payment has then happened. If we go to the terminal tab down here, it shows you the payments that you've done in the current session. Other things to look at, if clients want to export items as a CSV file, it's possible to do that. And this then gives them a CSV file that they can export. Check issue, I know it's another area that you're interested in. Again, searching for payments here. This shows you checks that have been issued. You can drill into them. Do all the same things you can do on the other tabs, including repeat them. This tracking number here is a FedEx tracking number, so if you've shipped a check by FedEx, you can drill straight into this and see where FedEx is with this payment. Of course, these payments have not really been shipped by FedEx because this is a demo site, so it doesn't find a FedEx payment. So that's it. If you want to try this out, what you need to do is if you go to demo.deepcovelabs.com and simply log on with Ernest, and you'll be able to see all that same data and create payments and try it out. One last thing I wanted to show you was that the whole sites are rebrandable. So you can see here we've got it skinned as a PACnet, we've got it skinned as checks, we have it skinned as Counting House, and the Deep Cove Labs look. If it was necessary for this to have an accurate look or indeed a custom look for a particularly important client, that's possible. It involves some web design work. We have to get a web designer to look at that, but it's probably several $1,000s worth of cost. It's not negligible, but it's not extreme. If you just want a different logo here and a different set of colors, that can be done much more easily. And if you look at the demo site, oops, that's the checks demo, Deep Cove Labs demo site. You can see that this has the Sonoma Wines logo, so this could be an accurate logo, for example, and these colors could be any set of colors, this green and this green here, and that would provide some minimum level of customization. In any case, I hope this is useful, and give me a call if there's any questions, and let me know if you have any comments or things that could be changed to make this all more useful. Thank you very much. Talk to you later. Whoa, good time.